Hello, you banging pieces of brutals. We are Vamped Up. I'm your host, Vamp Barbie, and they shred like demons, bang on the drums like the beast, and sings like the devil himself. Here we are with Obituary. Woo! Australia, first of all, and to Brisbane, to Bris Vegas as we call it here.
Yeah.
Bris what? Bris Vegas.
Bris Vegas.
Yeah, that's what we call
people
Brisbane.
calling it Brizzy
and Brizzy.
Perth, but...
So how is it so far here? You know, you've
It's the third show, right?
Yeah.
Third show tonight.
Yes.
So they've all been ragers, yeah.
Yeah, you started off in Perth Tuesday night. Adelaide Tuesday night, then Perth last night.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a distance to travel here to Brisbane just.
Yeah, but
Today,
it's all right.
yeah.
We're veterans, you know. You get on a plane, you hallucinate for 4 hours, and you get out, you know. So, yeah.
But it's great. We're having a great time.
For metal.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And I hope our Aussie metalheads have been treating you well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love the fans.
Greets have been great. Everybody's really hyped up.
Yeah.
Look, you know.
Yeah. Well, sold out shows.
Yeah.
So many of them. You guys are in demand.
Right.
Now I want to go through. You're playing the whole entire album of Cause of Death.
Yes.
So why have you chosen Cause of Death? Is there a significance for this?
Well,
tour?
it's in the Obituary catalog. You know, it's one that everyone wants to hear.
Yeah.
It's a great
Most.
album. You know, it's to
It
me,
sure
it's
is.
like the quintessential Obituary album. You know, if you want to play some songs for a fan that's never heard Obituary, to me, you would play that album.
Play that album.
But,
You that peeps?
I mean, you know, the fans love it, and it's the anniversary of the album.
Yeah.
So
Anniversary.
that's one of the driving forces of doing it, the 30th year
Okay.
anniversary. So.
Yes.
Counting the days, the blur, the scar, the night right in my side.
So, what's it like touring with each other after all these years? I'm sure it would have been different in the beginning when you first toured out with each other.
Well, I mean, the core of the band, you know, the Tardy brothers and Trevor, they've been there from day one.
Yeah.
So they have a tight bond. I grew up with them. I've known
Yes.
them since 84, 85. Ken's known them forever. I've known Ken for
Yeah.
a long time. We all have the same common interests.
Yeah.
We get along. We're not divas. So it just works.
Yes.
You know?
You're all gelled like brothers, right? So, have you got any funny stories that you can share over the years with each other that you've experienced on tour, either on
so
off
some
stage
of-
and
yeah,
tour?
so some of the
It's
new-
not rated G,
Yeah.
so you can go.
No.
all
Since
out.
I'm the newer guy, I don't have any stories, but they got.
Terry would have a lot of stories.
I mean, there's just stories, but I can't remember any.
Okay, well
I mean, just, you know, rock and roll stories that
that's it.
probably aren't very PC, and my wife might slap me if I say them. But yeah. So.
Well, that's good. Well, the ones that you can't remember are always the good ones, right?
Yeah, if something bad happens, if you can't remember, it didn't happen. you know, yeah.
Exactly. And what about, have you had any embarrassing moments off stage or on stage? Is there any, you know?
Well, sure.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Your guitar goes out, or you know, I don't
That's
know, a
happened.
moth might fly in front of you and you scream, or
Yeah. I thought it was
Really?
I thought it was a bat.
That's a
it
bad.
was a very large moth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Overreacted.
I mean, you know, for the most part, no. You get up there and you rock out. You know what you're doing, and you know.
Yeah. And what would you say has been your most insane, biggest crowd ever that you
Oh,
experienced?
wow.
Yeah, I'm really
In
kind of
Colombia.
curious,
Remember in
actually.
Colombia?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some insane crowds in
Yeah.
South America where
Yeah.
they're
South America?
they're really fanatical. You know, they go crazy, and
Yeah.
but some of the festivals we've done, when you're up there playing in front of 80,000 people,
Wow.
it's surreal and it's amazing.
Yeah, that would have been. Absolutely. Vamped Up, we're about exposing and giving recognition to new bands, new artists. So, what was your first gig like, your first crowd? Do you remember that? Starting out?
My first actual gig.
Yes, yeah.
It was in a band called Massacre. Like in 80, I think it was late 86, early 87 maybe. It was in Tampa at a place called The Ritz. It was killer. It was
Wow.
a band open called Ravage who turned into Atheist.
Oh, wow.
So it was
Okay, good,
killer.
yeah.
I mean, it was great.
Yeah, it was great. It was good.
My first gig.
That was your first gig.
Live gig, yes.
So you didn't get like just, a 1, 2, 3 crowd, that very first.
It was Tampa.
It was a
So there was
really
200 or
big-
300 people out
Wow, that's a good way to start off.
there. So, yeah.
Yeah, way better than mine. I played like a high school
Yeah.
talent show or
Was
something.
it a high school
Yeah.
talent show?
And there was like 3 people there.
Yeah, it was.
Gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Have you seen that meme with that one guy? One guy that's just there for the band and he's always supporting it. It's just that one guy. It's quite. It's a really funny meme. What would you say is your most challenging song?
Challenging
song in any of the albums?
Well, it's mainly when we go to learn an old song we haven't played in 30 years.
Okay.
Like when we relearning all the Cause of Death stuff, some of the songs haven't been played literally in 30 years.
Wow.
So that was a challenging part. It's not so much challenging actually playing the music, it's just remembering the old songs.
Yes.
And,
Wow.
So-
back to lots of rehearsals.
For me, I have to learn everything
Yeah.
basically from scratch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit more involved
Nah.
than having to learn any of this stuff. 'Cause,
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
into it,
Absolutely. So, I love this. I love that violence cartoon video clip.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the cartoons go over really good.
Oh, that's awesome. And you all looked great in it, by the way.
I am the god from a previous life as I'm living outside of this hell. Prophecy sing from the loose-fitting ring. The violence it
I love it. And 10,000 Ways to Die, I love it. I want this to be a cartoon clip. This interview with the pink Barbie hair.
The prophecy sing from a loose-fitting ring. The violence it just does me right.
So, are you going to do any more of those? They're awesome.
yeah, there will
Yeah?
be more, yes. There's
Yeah.
so much more you can do with it,
Absolutely. They're
Zombies in
enjoyable to watch.
space,
Yes.
whatever. I mean, there's so many things you can do,
Yeah, I loved it. I can just watch those over and over
Yeah,
again.
and the guy that does it, Balazs, he lets us, tell him, throw in our ideas,
Wow.
and yeah, so we work together really good.
It must take them a while. They take a long time, don't they, with the cartoon?
Yeah, it does. It's a work of art, and it's it does take a little while.
It does take a little while.
But he does great work, and as you can see, everybody loves
Yes.
it. so.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so shout out to
I've
Balazs.
seen how many likes are on there. Who would you love to bring back from the grave and do a tour gig with? Is there someone in particular you think, hell yeah, they'd be awesome?
Oh wow!
There's a lot, I know.
Yeah,
That's the thing, right?
that's a tall order.
I mean, for me, it would be someone like Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. That's my favorite band. So,
Awesome.
but yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
There's a lot.
Cool to
I
jam
mean,
with them. Yeah.
It'd be great to bring Chuck back and
Absolutely.
jam out with him.
Yeah.
But
I've noticed you've got, your nice weapons of choice. Which ones have you got tonight? Today's your guitars. Which one? You got
Guitars?
yeah.
oh, I'm rocking a Grossman Edge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm a real guitar girl. I love guitars.
Trevor's got his Fenders.
He's got his Fenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I play ESP.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
ESP.
yeah.
Yeah. You've got them all lined up for tonight. It's
Yeah,
good.
ready to go.
They're already tuned.
The weapons are
and-
ready
yeah.
to go. Yes.
Awesome. I went through your Facebook page, Obituary's band page, and
Yeah.
there I am. You see the band photos, the band merch, and then there's cats, kittens, cats.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. I know it was
Well,
for something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Donald does a cat, kind of like a cat rescue thing.
Oh, nice.
It's called Trap and Release. And you get the cat, you get them fixed, you get the ear tipped. That way
Yes.
they don't reproduce, and the population and everything.
Yeah.
So every now and then he'll do a fundraiser for that.
Oh, nice. No, I actually saw something on Facebook today. It's like metalheads and cats It's a thing?
Yeah. Seems to be, yeah.
For the bands out there today, what would your advice be? You know, like someone starting out. Is there any kind of words, some words that you could give
Well, the
them?
main thing is to play out as often as you can live,
Yeah,
because there's nothing better than playing in front of people,
yeah.
you know, and practice, and
Practice.
be as best you can at what you do, you know.
Yeah.
No one wants to go see a crappy band, so
No,
I mean,
that's true.
You know?
Stick with it too. Whether you make it or not, you always have that great talent, you know,
Yeah.
and that can never be taken from you. So
No, that's right.
just keep doing it until somehow.
Perfect. So advice, people. Now, the other thing is, I know most kids start off playing Smoke on the Water or, you know, any of those songs when you start out playing the guitar and that. What was your first song when you first picked up?
Might have been that.
It might have been Smoke on
because
the
you-
Water?
Yeah, because you just pick it up.
It's an
and
easy
you,
riff?
Yeah, you find the notes, even if
Yeah.
it's wrong. You know, you pick
Yeah.
one string and then
I mean, you're not going to jump into playing Watchtower or Rush when
No.
you're 12. You know, it's not going to happen. So you pick something that it's like a stepping stone. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember the first album you ever bought?
yeah, mine was Kiss Destroyer.
Was it Kiss Destroyer?
Yeah, it was Love Gun, but when I got it home, it was warped so bad the needle kept skipping.
Oh, wow.
So I went back to the store and I wanted another one.
Another one?
But they didn't have it, so I got Destroyer, which is great. I still
Well,
have it. Still
I
have
think
it.
mine was also Kiss, double platinum,
Oh, nice.
that I actually bought myself. Yeah.
Ah, you did
I
buy
would borrow my uncle's records and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the first one I actually purchased myself.
Yes. And what about posters? Did you have posters in your bedroom growing up?
I wasn't allowed to have them, but
Yeah,
all my friends had them. So
they
yeah.
had them. Yeah, you did?
Of
Terry?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Van Halen, Black Sabbath,
Yes.
Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. But then, you know, I started getting way into the underground. Merciful Fate, King Diamond, Slayer.
Nice.
Yeah,
you had
know,
all those bitchin' posters
Loudness. Yes.
up there. So what's the question for Obituary?
Well, how different is it today as it was back in the when you first started around the early '90s?
Yeah.
And like how have you like managed to keep the band together over the years, and how's like all the music trends and stuff that have changed over the years? Have you been able to manage to keep the same or similar sound? And is it just as good as today as it was back then?
Yeah, good question.
Yes. I mean, there's an old saying, you dance, you go to the dance with who brought you, you know, you dance with them. Which is basically, if you got popular doing something, why change it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
An Obituary, for the most part, it pretty much stayed the same, you know?
Yeah.
And you got all these fans and this fan base for these records you did. Why change?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it's kind of the same now as it was back then musically.
Yeah.
I mean, there's new genres and stuff, whatever. But
Yeah.
the core is still there. The difference is touring is a lot easier now as far as, you know, cell
But-
phones and internet.
Yes, that's true. And another fun question from them. It's a fun Aussie one, I guess the humour would be.
Would you rather get beaten up or pissed on by a clown?
That's also by Otis.
Punched or pissed?
Punched, yes, by a clown.
By
Punched,
far,
yeah.
I can take a pretty good punch, so that would be fine.
That would be fine.
Yeah. Clean up piss too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends.
And there was also Ritual Photography on Instagram, who was the winner. But a question for you. With your band name Obituary, how do you want the band's obituaries written? Now you can be as creative and crazy as you like.
Well, I don't know. Probably in the font from Slowly We Rot,
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
with you know our tombstones being cartoons.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
cartoon.
And last from Susie Bales from FB, who sleeps naked? I can see other boys out here.
Yeah. I
I
don't know.
sleep with a tube top on. That's it. So
That's
it's
it.
not totally naked, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. I usually wear a thong,
Yeah.
tape on my nipples. Yeah.
Nice. I'm being told to wrap it up here. So, but I was going to say just one thing with, I know you've got Metalcade coming up with wrestling.
Yeah.
How's that work? Wrestling and metal, hey?
Well, it's great.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. We should
Sweaty,
have that
sweaty
here.
guys jumping all over each other. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And that's in Tampa, right? That's the thing at
It's,
Cigar City.
Cigar City Brewing, and the wrestling and
That's a
all
wrestling
coming
capital
together.
anyway,
Wrestling
Yeah.
in
capital.
Tampa,
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Okay. Have you got what's coming up after this tour?
Coming up after this tour, we got Black Label Society in the States,
Yes.
main support, which we're really stoked about.
Yes.
And also want to mention a few days ago, Trevor set up for Obituary a GoFundMe account
Oh, nice.
through a company here in Australia to help the animals from the
Oh.
wildfires.
Wow.
Help rehabilitate them, help get them help.
Oh,
and-
how nice
yeah,
of you
so-
got that.
But it's
So
on
awesome.
it's on Obituary's Facebook page.
Yep.
You can see it and share it and all that stuff. Anything
people.
helps that you can,
Yeah,
even if
you
it's
only got
$5
one,
or whatever, you know.
You heard
Yeah.
people on their Obituary fan page. Guys, I'll leave it there. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank
you
you.
so much
Yeah,
for allowing me to interview you in your busy schedule.
Anytime.
And yeah, is there anything you want to say before we go? Mention to the viewers?
Thanks to all the fans for the support over the years and continued support. We love playing in Australia, and
Check out the website.
Check
the,
out the-
Facebook for the donations for the
Yes.
animals. Yeah.
And they've really got bitchin' merch too, I saw.
yes.
I like that skateboard. Awesome. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love and blood and we're out.
Thank you.